I know that one.
Yeah.
But is it a what form is it? Is it like is in a I hope we form a fun and the thing I'm not yazi fun and the cinnamon. Cinnamon sticks.
No.
It's not of the nature.
Not at all.
Okay.
It's a flower.
Oh shit.
The extract from the flower.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's used a lot in West Africa.
Mm-hmm.
In West Africa they do a juice called Bissap. BISSAP.
Okay.
In Nigeria it's called Zobo.
Zobo.
In the Caribbean it's known as sorrel.
Sorrel.
In Jamaica juice.
Okay.
In Mexico, Jamaica in Spanish.
Jamaica.
And in other Arabic countries, it's known as kakade.
Yeah, information. I need to write this
down.
I need to write this down.
That juice, this is the juice that I drink when I'm in town.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like...
Yeah,
it's refreshing. And there's a myth in West Africa. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's not proven. I don't know.
Okay,
it's an aphrodisiac.
What's an aphrodisiac?
Hey, it's your boy Coffee, man. I'm out here in Cape Town, Kuguleta, Barcelona, Matthew, Vinclaw, in a pole. South Africa, man. It's yet another episode of the Black Couch podcast, my fair too. And shout out to everyone who has subscribed on our YouTube channel. Guys, I know there's a lot of people who are watching the podcast right now. Make sure that you subscribe. That's the least we are asking you. Subscribe, press the like button, share the content, guys, so that the YouTube algorithm is gonna be like, yeah, people like this video. Let's spread it around and more people will be watching, and we have more family of the Kasime Hammers. So shout out to everyone who has done that already, and shout out to everyone who's following us on Instagram and also on Facebook, and shout out to everyone who's been streaming our video, the Rocktober event. It's doing amazing. I'm happy about the reception of that video, and there's more events that will be released on our Facebook page, which is incredible that Cape Town is bringing in nice events. Summer is here. People are ready. You see me with the shirts and stuff. Yeah, I'm ready for the life. I'm ready for the sun. And I hope you guys are ready for the heat of this episode, because if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, stay away from the kitchen. I'm glad you have a chef. We're gonna be cooking things. We're gonna be cooking things. Otherwise,
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to
I'm good, man.
This is a vinegar plant or something like that.
I need to get
that. But I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, man. We have a TV chef, ChefSkizzy. Otherwise, for people who are watching, my G, just a brief introduction of who you are and where you come from.
Yo, I don't think it's gonna be brief there, but
we're here for
okay.
Yeah.
So, ChefSkizzy, bruh, is a chef now, but of course, igama lam ndingumasoka siphe sihle vimbi. Ndisuka kulali esithiwa kusengushwa, but of course angikhula ngengushwa because of modern days. So, old lady waselokishini, so bengikhule endawo kuthiwa kusebhishwa. It's a small capital city pa Eastern Cape. Khona iparliament phana pha. So masoka uphuma apho bra. But then of course as iminyaka abanye abantu banaza amagama different. So that's why ChefSkizzy into since 2022. So ChefSkizzy is a new thing. It's more recent. It's just like a brand which is I'm just pushing a number and bone lewe ba okay yela yenzeka lewe. So leya mandipushe lewe. So ChefSkizzy is ngumasoka bra. Or ungabanye abantu oledi matwetwe. Ukubona high school then ngubhuka love.
Yes,
Ever city nani ngubaby man.
Tata Zone.
Yeah. Ophuma kwaMejango nani nguMoscow.
Yes, yes.
So that's bruh. I'm a chef currently now, but there's a lot that I do, of course.
Yeah.
But now I'm a chef. Ndihlala apha Cape Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what would you say, like, previously, some of the things that you have done that are also interesting besides being a chef?
Being a chef, I think the clothing brand that I started to, I'm working with this other guy from Durban, Umvelu, Orange. I think I have the tattoo. The tattoo. This is the clothing brand that we started with that guy. So a lot of people know me as selling impahla on WhatsApp and on Facebook, like back in the day. So abanda bamazi, but most people don't know me as a chef. People that I went with in high school, abandazi. As a guy Orange. So the only thing I did was ibinto yempahla and just the love of music, bruh, being in the creative spaces. But the crazy thing about that is that I didn't know what I was doing until this ChefSkizzy thing started and became a thing. And of course I went to school for it and I just graduated, you know. So yeah, bruh. So what I've been doing before is being in the space and trying to find out I was doing the clothing thing. And yeah, it was that, bruh. Abantu abaninzi bandazi mhlambi uqala bandithengisa impahla. So I will say bana uthengisa impahla. Maybe mhlamba ndaziwa as, like, you know, the broke, but bendithengisa for my family, for the people that are close to me, like people that I used to work with. So I was that guy that is selling clothes, clothing brand. Yeah, bro. So yeah.
I think a bit of me can relate in what you say in terms of other people who know you from this thing and then other people know you from that. Would you say that you've been gravitating towards these things knowingly or unknowingly?
I think knowingly, bro, because I'm telling you, and if I cool English, but I'll try to ban English or tranquility and beat scrumptious, you get me? But one thing I know is that banner, I always knew that, but I didn't want normal like everybody else. I always knew, because I never had dreams of being in an office or whatever. Every time they go spaces tile, then the feeling I don't belong with a space. So I feel like I'm just one of those people that have a lot in them that are just that abafuna uthatha yonke le ngaphakathi kubo bayikhuphe, but through ilento creativity. So I think people are still gonna see it. So ndingathi bendiyazi ndingayazi, because I didn't know really what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to be, like, you know, to build a home feeling for my friends, because I don't want to close endlini kumuntu ufike endlini funeka ufikele ekhayeni, hence xa ndifika up ndifike ndiphethe izinto, because ndifikele nje ndifikele emntwini and umuntu uyatya and siphila ngokutya, like, you know, small things like that, bruh. So it's like I've always seen me, and I take that from my mother. So I've always seen myself as umuntu or that's gonna do better for the world. I think I'm here. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. I don't know how to take. So I feel like just to be able to. Wow, so I always knew that my job is to make abantu feel grand. I think now I'm gonna understand. Oh. When feel grand about themselves, you know, and I'm starting to understand that I need people to make me feel good about myself, hence like I have my partner now, so things like that, bruh. So yeah, bruh, I've seen myself as lomdo that I'm becoming, but I don't want to lie, next, because next year I wanna start. I'm writing materials to stand up, so I wanna do that too. So yeah, bro, it needs in.
It's I get it. I get the idea that it's really a lot, and I like the fact that you say you are a giver, not a taker.
Yeah, bro.
And you also spoke about being on TV.
Yeah.
And we understand that at the moment now you are giving experience to people who are tuning in on Cape Town TV, and they get an experience of a chef that kind of like creates an understanding of like how to make food and what food means, and also like what are the health benefits of
the food,
and also what kind of energy it brings to you, because food brings energy,
bro.
If you eat something like amagwinya and
every day,
it's gonna reflect.
It's gonna build up to that, bro.
So a brief expression of you being on TV now, being able to tap into different lives without even you seeing the lives.
The reaction,
Yeah.
I think, bro, like, first of all, I just want to thank Usebutyali, bro.
Yeah.
Because I got that opportunity because of him. Like, I'm grateful for that guy, man.
Sorry. Guys, if you don't know Sibu Charlie, go on our videos. You're gonna see him. He's been on the couch. I'll leave the video somewhere here. Yeah, you can go on.
So yeah, bro, I'm grateful of the guy because he's the one that actually gave me the opportunity to buy okay in the Bepa because they were looking for a chef and he was the one to say, hey, Skizzy must go there. So that's the job for him. So, bro, like with what I'm doing with TV now, bro, it's like the health benefits and like whatever.
The experience of being on TV,
okay.
like knowing that there's a lot of people watching you and the quality that you have to bring and also just overall everything that you bring into.
I don't think because the quality class brand like I've been classy, so I've never think I really had a problem with that. But now the thing was, because I'm not focused on band TV. The only thing I wanna do when I get there, don't fuck up the recipe. So and the thing in band TV.
Yeah.
So and it's always been a goal for me to be on TV, but you don't actually, if you really passionate about something, you don't really think about the outcome. You're more focused on like what you have to do when to present the class and net speaker, control it. So I think the only thing that I will say, I'm pushing now is the health, bro, for Abandabamyam. Like, I think that's the narrative that I'm trying to push. Of course, TV from one something different. As in Shamba phone a bake a pizza, whatever. But me as a ChefSkizzy personally, I'm more into health, bro. Even with my business, sort of sandwiches, we take health very serious. Shout out to Base, that's my business partner. So he's a recording artist. I'm sorry, I'll name drop up.
Yeah, no, you definitely can.
Yeah,
bro.
so like we meditate, we fast, we work out. He says he's gaining weight. We champagne, you know. But yeah, bro, like health is very important because I grew up as a fat kid, bro. So like very very fat, like up until I decided, this is enough.
Yeah.
So I feel like, bruh, what I'm doing on Cape Town TV now, it's actually, I don't think much about the audience other than building ChefSkizzy as a brand. But of course, if there's certain people, because I don't know how they see me or how they feel about me, but the feedback that I've gotten has always been good, which means I'm there to do my job and go home. So I don't really pay more because I'm sent to this universe to deliver, like, you know. So just mfundisa abantu abamnyama braba ungafaka coriander ekutsheni kwakho, you want to change the texture, the presentation, the taste. Like, so I'm more about education, your educational cooking, bro. And with my cooking, I'm an experimental cooker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't speak a lot of English, but yeah, I try. Yeah, so like in doing jalo, man. So that's what I'm doing.
Away. Talk. You just talked about spices, and then there's something because my favorite spice is coriander. So I was like, this guy is talking about
coriander.
And I know a lot of people are not exposed to spices because. I don't know if maybe I'm mistaken in things, but through my experience growing up as Xhosa and like experiencing mostly traditional ceremonies, because like I'm a food tour, a food guide. Yeah,
okay.
So I would explain to my guest
Sure.
Yeah, I understand.
Sure.
And it's dried corn kernels in. It's dried corn kernels.
Like, subscribe, put the subscribe button, click the bell button, subscribe.
Mixed with beans, and then traditionally, when there's a traditional ceremony, most of the time is without beans.
Okay.
Traditionally.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And also, they would ask about spices. And I would tell them, nah, man. The spices are an Indian influence. They came through Durban. Then from Durban, they started spreading throughout the country.
Sure.
But if you look closely to traditional things about Xhosa, like cooking, people can have ibhokwe, igusha, ibiliswe, without oil,
without
beef,
without beef stock. Bethuna nicela niyeke ufaka beef stock with chicken. There's chicken stock, there's beef stock, but andadlala it's actually it actually no bro, it actually brings bring more beef stock brings more flavor than chicken stock or any other food. And of course there's vegetable stock and there's white stock or whatever. So that I understand.
No, I definitely get you on that point, because we tend to gravitate towards naming izinto or like being standard on this. For example, Colgate change. Yeah, boy, toothpaste. Yeah, boy. So zonke ke beef stock.
Flora
So what was my point going?
The point.
The spices, Your experience with spices, because a lot of people don't really use spices, and they don't look into the aspect of like the health benefits, like something like turmeric. Something like turmeric, cinnamon, cloves. Cloves. Cardamom. There's a lot of incredible spices, like black seeds.
Most definitely.
It's like I use those spices, and like when people come to my house and I'm like cooking and putting all those spices, like,
but like I feel you. So it's like with these spices, bruh, there's herbs in it and there's spices. So like your coriander would be like a herb, but you can turn it to powder, of course. I think that way you're not transferring it to a spice. I'm not sure, I don't have that information, but like for me, bruh, it goes with I have to smell it before using it. Like now, I know how basil in like dingeko phambi, but then there has to be basil. So my thing is spices, bruh, is to feeling the energy, what the spice like spices and what does it bring to or what you trying to make, and the energy of the day. So for me, bruh, like ukpheka experience, and I'm putting my real energy kulando. Awunokutya ukutya kwam ndikuqumbele. Awunoba right. So I advise you, like, because I have good intentions, bro, for everything that I do. So with my food, bro, also with my cooking, I make sure that I smell and I listen to what the spice tells me. Or because sometimes I can take out okay, like what are the sandwiches? I just took out spices, how I felt about what I want to put on the Napolitano, on the puree, rich puree. I'm like, oh, this would be good, because there is a grain and the till. And then I do the tasting. Of course, you do the tasting first. You make the spices. You taste the spice. Okay, no, like KFC. That's why one has a spicy one, because you had to put different spices. As a spicy saying, I think they have 11 spices. So you need to make sure that bana ezinto dibanisayo ziyadibana na. Like, you know, it's like it cloves is strong, it's star anise is strong. So I'm gonna really put them together, because the other is gonna try to outshine the other. Not that you cannot do it, but njani, like ratios and all those kind of things. So I think that's what I do the most, bro. And with the herbs, like I experiment a lot also. Thyme, rosemary, all the herbs. So I just experience, bro. Cause who really knows what they're doing? Like because whatever you're doing, you're gonna find out to the point. But spice like he what hibiscus. I'm like, oh, hibiscus is dope. maybe even didibanisa ne-shy seeds or whatever. Because in this very abantu different, and abantu different, they like, you know, they doing good for themselves. And then when you tired, because so it's like, it's more of it's an experimental thing, but and like andazi, I can't andazi you, but I'm learning every day. It's a lesson. You know. So it's like my cooking is with even Zabona going to pegel. It's gonna be a thing. We're gonna figure it out together. But now, if it's a thing of bana, skizzy Nancy million. Funi cater for me, whatever. I have to come up with that, of course. But like because I'm more into family vibe and energy, bro. And abantu that want me to work with them, they always ask me to even decide whatever. So with me, bro, it just goes with the real energy, bro. Real time, real effort. And now it just goes, bro. We're gonna figure it out now. Like we not recipe as big way as lalaza and not recipe as lalaza, bro. And I'm learning new things everywhere I go. Like just living in this. So bro. The time to puma again. Sometimes I talk a lot.
Don't worry. That's why there's a thing called podcast. Podcast is there to like fumble and mumble and just express yourself, because you just spoke about hibiscus, one of my favorite, because like a lot of people up a kaya, they don't know hibiscus, and they don't know the benefits of hibiscus, and they don't know what it is. It's a flower.
Exactly.
It's a flower.
Most definitely.
And it's an antioxidant.
Is it a flower antioxidant? I know that one.
But
is it a what form is it? Is it like I hope we form a fun and thing I'm not the cinnamon. Cinnamon sticks.
No.
It's not of the nature.
Not at all.
Okay.
It's a flower.
Oh shit.
They extract from the flower.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's used a lot in West Africa. In West Africa, they do a juice called Bissap. BISSAP.
Okay.
In Nigeria, it's called Zobo.
Zobo.
In the Caribbean, it's known as Sorrel. In Jamaica, Jamaica juice.
Okay.
In Mexico, Jamaica in Spanish.
Jamaica.
And in other Arabic countries, it's known as Kakade.
Yeah, information. I need to write this down.
That juice, this is the juice that I drink when I'm in town. Because like...
it's
refreshing. And there's a myth in West Africa. I don't know. It's not proven. I don't know.
Okay,
it's an aphrodisiac.
What's an aphrodisiac? Extra confident. Extra confident.
So that's why I'm so fascinated. I'm involved a lot in food. That's why when you asked me that, are there any questions that I need to have? I was like, no. For me, I'd rather bring someone that I know that I have an angle. I have something to have a conversation about with the person, so that it's not awkward. You understand? And also it has to make sense. Yeah, understand it. It has to make sense. In that note, I want to ask you this thing. Which is your preferred method in preparing meat? Is it boiling it?
Oh, he's annoying.
Grilling it? Fry? Or cooking with oil?
Okay. Oil. Sort out the oil. Olive oil.
Okay.
If it's the same.
That's me.
So, thank you. So, it depends with the vibe, but I prefer dry cooking method, which is it's your grilling, it's your roasting, your braai is part of roasting and grilling. I think it dry cooking methods. I think that's what I prefer to do meat, because you don't need to put a lot. The meat you can put salt and pepper and ukubili. Yonke ngobeko. Phezulu kwetouch. Kahle ukhona usokolisaya. If ubeka salt and pepper ubeka inyama yakho elahleni uqibile bra. all the health benefits you're gonna get there, the healthy juices or whatever. Now my fear with boiling it, you might take away all the healthy fats, because there's people who don't that's the nata you're supposed to eat, because that's the healthy fat, because especially if the animal this is a grand, that fat is the fat you need. That's actually gonna actually help you lose weight too, other than fish oil, cooking oil. You get me? So now I prefer a dry cooking method. Yonke into engasebenzi if inomlilo, there's no need for a conductor, a grill, like, you know, fire direct to the meat. Dry cooking method I prefer, outside of course, like ubon. So yeah, dry cooking method, but I would say that's my favorite.
Oh yeah. And how do you find a way of balancing, because you're a chef, how do you balance luxury cooking and healthy cooking?
Healthy cooking and luxury cooking.
Yeah.
Like luxury cooking, which involves a lot of things. Let's say Caesar salad, you do mayo, you use mayo there, and you use a lot of oil, because mayonnaise abayazi abantu by yolk ne oil yodwa.
Yeah.
You're slambing well anyway. But what I'm what was the question?
Like, how do you balance between the two?
Okay, yeah. Simple, bruh. Don't fuck with the bad shit. So so luxury cooking, I haven't had so much experience with, and it's not, I don't think it's my kind of style. Not saying that I won't do it, because I'm a chef. I must be able to pull up anything. But it's not. I'm more my style is like African cuisine with a twist. Anything that's African, that's my cuisine. And then of course street foods, that's where I specialize in. So, and then street food, that's what I'm bringing with the health energy or the health vibe to the street food. Because if you check out my sandwiches and the sandwiches that we make and the food that we're gonna sell in the future, it's healthy, like health based. From the sauce to the bread to the vegetables, of course, to the meat. Nyama we don't buy. It means I buy the day before I start selling, or for my prep. I don't go and buy a burger patties. This fucking fridge in freeze 6 months. This no, yonke is from the top. Yonke is fresh. So luxury price cool. It looks good. Like, you know, you can have your salami and whatever, but the salami is very bad for you. So I'm very health conscious, but again, at some point we are because and if they're gonna give me a call out like something caramel cake or whatever, dessert or like something like that, man, into sweet, I have to do that, because that's what they want and they're paying for it. So with chef industry, as much as you can be health conscious or whatever, people just want what they want. If I'm my fish and chips, I fry my hake or my snook chips, this pen, this oven. Fish and chips, you can still put your vinegar. You're still gonna get. But other people, abasacheli, fish and chips, bacha, everything that has to but la oil,
like, so I want to ask you this thing: how's the cultural barrier for Wena? Because I work with food, I understand, and I know for a fact, like growing up, there's a certain way of how people eat in the township or in the villages, and most of the time it's not the healthiest method of eating.
Not as Lalin. You can
say
Lokshin.
Let's say Lokshin. And
you know why I'm saying that? Okay, sorry, you can continue.
I know where you're going. And like I wanna understand, like, how do you adapt from, because you say you get requests, how do you adapt from the dietary restrictions that you are never exposed in the township? Because most of the time in the township yonke insiphi watch. Everything etyekayo iyatyiwa. But you'd find out in the broader market, you'll find people that are gluten free, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian,
lacto
intolerant.
So
how do you adapt from that, knowing that with your people you just everything is...
I think bro, I'm grateful. I'm gonna go back to myself again.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to the fact that ndikhulele elokishini eyotsho ku-2 ndimfunde elokishini u-3 uyotsho ku-5 bendihlala ne-oled. That's where I exposed to kind of the fancy things, because ibhisho is like a capital city, but the high school ndifunde eKasi. So, and then I'm more into ilalizam, like I'm always there, like not always there, but like if kukuwe in the pa and I'm there, my energy there, sipa like uba. So it's like I've always been exposed to everything way before time. And because as also when I was 3, unayela feel yase elokishini, unayela feel yase lalini naleya suburban area, not suburb, like suburban, because in the challenges are now. So I think with ngayo yonke lonto it's easy because they be kanjani, like any izinto nizazi umzekelo from the luxury side of things, like ezizimcela ngazo ngoku algratile besincokola ngayo earlier on. I didn't know that. So ilokishi, but I know. So when I cater for someone osuka elokishini, I know I use what I know from the luxury side, and then I try to impress him ngalendo. Lona waselalini impressa ngantoni ngelokishi, because he wishes ba asuke phelalini abi aphila ubomi baselokishini, because like you see, I'm not saying abantu baselalini abacingi ngoya ngaphezulu, but it's like it's just how it happens for thina abantu abamnyama. Umuntu usuke elalini azohlala eKasi, from eKasi that's how it's been. So for me it's like it's easy in a way that bana umuntu waselokishini ndiyamazi into ezithandayo, umuntu wasetown ndiyamazi into ezithandayo. I can even go hard and take caviars if I'm catering for Casper. Like, you know, which is I'm manifesting that I want to cook for that guy. Like, because you know why I'm saying that is because he's one of the, he showed black creatives in South Africa. This is very important. Where you can do what you love and make money and be successful in life without having to go to school or whatever. If you focus and you know what you want, you can actually do good for yourself. So and in terms of music, bruh, nobody was getting it like that. Now everybody's like, now you got stylist. I'm 30 years old, bruh. So we bruh. Is a stylist. We are black kid and you're a stylist. Now you can go to Cape Town, like, nah, I'm a stylist, I'm a whatever activist. I'm like, oh shit, like there's new things that are coming out. So yeah, bro, like so when telling of Casper and Dogan before, what was the question?
Now we're just talking about balancing out, how you cater for.
Yeah, bro. So it's like bro, man, making sure that man, you understand people for who they are, bro. And me, bro, like I need to feel your energy and understand what are your values, bro, like, because I don't want to lie. I don't come out from a well-off family, but I come out from a family that they get their shit together. Like, one thing I've learned is that as long as you're taking care of your own things and your own family, you're gonna be good. Because we talk now because yonke into it's just like, you know. So I come from a family elelo hlobo. Uthando is very important. Ekhaya sibizana sithando. So a lot of people think bayigele, but like no, but it's like that thing yokubana togetherness. Let's stay strong together. So I'm carrying that energy out to the world. Bro, grand, like, are you good mentally? That's the question that I ask people a lot, and people will say, "Yela, ChefSkizzy, man, thank you, bro. I'm happy for that question because it's like, right now, wonke na." Because baninzi bra bantu ubona umuntu ubona mama abasister bathanda greed ba Chomi. Those are the most people that are not doing good.
Yeah.
Because of the things that they're facing and whatever. They trying to run away and just talking shit. So it's like even the Buddha, they do the same thing. So my thing, bruh, is to be good to people, bruh, and listen to people. And just because I'm a giver doesn't mean that I have to give you my last penny. That's what I'm starting to understand now.
Yeah.
Because it's not even so long ago I used to give so much to the point that I don't have shit. So now I think I'm starting to understand, like, but say, man, like, don't just give your money away just like that. Find the reason about why you're. So I think, bruh, like, understanding people, bruh, like getting to know people. Me, I'm not interested in what you do. Like, I do not care. I do not care how big you are or utenina. I care about the true intention of you doing that thing and what's your situation. Because people will be walking around as if they come from well-off families and treating other people like shit. But Dumdu is going through the most. So me, I don't get engaged with people like that. So I wanna find the real you. When Zandoni or lesbian, siyazi ngashuba ngomgqibelo. Yeah, physical touch or lesbian when done. What are you catching up to?
Yeah.
So I'm more into a person like that. So even with the people that I cook for, is people that I get to know and those relationships build from Tina Sazan. Everybody that I know now, whoever they big or not or whatever, I know them personally. I don't know people about what they do or whatever. Before that he even got to that point that he is right now. So I'm more for. So there is people that I just know, but I don't know. So it's all, there's also like energy in Jala. So and I don't indulge a lot with those people. And who's I born in it, if I'm quasi, I'm not gonna. I don't even bother.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so yeah, but it's about knowing people, man.
Yeah.
So that don't have more, because we live in this world already, but so would I want to bring a monster close to my daughter? Not that we're telling it was negative. But
I wanna understand your ambitions on being a chef and like, cause like through my understanding, I don't know a lot, but I'm a researcher.
Sure, bro.
There's no African restaurant with a Michelin star.
What's a Michelin star?
Okay. So a Michelin star is like a Grammy award for a musician or an Oscar for an actor.
For the actor. Okay, cool.
So it's that for a chef.
African.
So Africa, I believe that there's no Michelin star restaurant in Africa, but one of the best restaurants in Africa is here in Cape Town. I think there's about 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Constantia.
I think so, somewhere there.
They do coffee. What's the name of it? And I know,
but I know that there's 2 that are here in Cape Town.
They do coffee roasting.
Yeah, but so what are your ambitions? Because I've been watching this. It's a series and it's about
the bear.
No. It's about Paris.
Okay.
Yeah, and this chef wants to make it in Paris, Wapai, France, but in a smaller town.
Okay.
And then eventually gets an investment, but he denied an investment from family of the girlfriend because it was like ish. And then there was this outside guy who's investing. He ended up staying there, but the idea of that guy was more for a bar than a restaurant, so the ideas clashed a little bit.
Definitely.
So I want to understand your ambitions on being a chef. What do you see yourself like? What kind of chef you want to be known as? Because I also am close to a lot of chefs, international chefs, vegan chefs. Shout out to my mom's Bev, and they've been on TV a lot of times. They've done a lot of incredible things. But like, what are your ambitions?
My ambitions, bro. Number one, I just want to put it out there. I don't want to be the best. I don't care about being the best in the world. Maybe the coolest, that would be the nice, maybe that would be a better way to say it. But, bruh, for me, it's more about changing people's lives, bro. Like, just continuing with the gift that I have. I wanna, to heal people in a way, because I feel like a lot of people, when they come to me, they get healing in a way. So I think one thing I want the most is to be in the entertainment industry, and being in the entertainment industry, because I've already invested a lot of my energy in there, and in a way starting to pay off kancinci, because the spaces that I'm moving to now are actually what I'm looking for as a chef. Because, bruh, like, I was, if you think about it, if you know, maybe, I don't know if you know, but like, I was one of the people, or I am one of the people who collaborated with Jenny Growth, and a Cape Town industry as by industry, like working with the likes of George. We used to stay in the same house with George, about Shingi, about bass or speech, the dreamer. So I've always been in that space. I've actually seen what happens when you are around that. And I'm like, shit. And I think it was and I'm like, shit. La machita. I record every day. Umchita o cuts, o umchita o killer, o umchita befike go 6 okanye go 8 ekuseni ezo record. Khangathi imini yonke, bro. And I'm like, record njani ngambili? Yalanje kwenza studio. Because I go to a lot of studio sessions, bro. And I'm like, with this creativity ekhoyo apha, bungafaka ukutya, uthi utywala kancinci, more could come of this. Kubona, bro, because I'm very passionate about being a creative and working with other creatives, and I'm a hip hop head. So I'm very into music. My girlfriend also makes music. So I'm very invested, and I know a lot of people in the industry. So with my thing, bro, is to turn houses into a home. Ngokutya. Nowe nifike kwenzeke ntona, but even nibe ukutya phezu kwetafile, ndibeka amacephe pha, the energy changes. So my thing, bruh, is to be a chef, of course, do more TV. I'm shooting a cooking show now, Breadwinners, which is their manifesto. Came up with my big brother UKG. We're shooting with Amajita, Progressive and Friendly Fire TV. So we are all manifesting Gutibana Machita. We wanna be breadwinners for our families. So with my cooking, bro, it's not about killing shit or whatever. Killing shit about things that matter, and and changing people's lives, bro. So I think with my cooking, bro, like, yeah, getting big. So to answer your question, working in the entertainment industry, of course, is broad. There's TV, there's, or YouTube, which is gonna be out on YouTube. But just being out there, man, and sharing the information to people. They touch information, they Cooper. They touch and they Cooper. So, because I'm more of a human being than anything that you can put me in. Because we see ya on Cape Town TV again. We see Butyal, but they more than 10 abandoned bafake palm now. We send it. But you can go there. You can go there. This is what you do. This is what you do. Like, you get me. So now I'm trying to get this girl. Let's been from the Capsicum. Then a partnership no Cape Town TV, so that students that are going to Capsicum, they can get experience, even look experience as a TV, they can get the industry as a TV, how it works and everything like that. So it's helping other people, bruh. Like, it's I don't know, bruh. Maybe being cool, like, to be the coolest chef and being in the industry, of course. And yeah, bruh, and that's it, bruh. That's it. Because it also got it also got solidified when I stayed 3 days at the Broke House. I was cooking all the 3 days. The guys, it was like a camp. Like J. Cole, Bizo, J. Cole.
Shout out to Slolo.
Manizo, shout out to Manizo, bro. Like that's a real one. That's one of the people that like they're actually close to what.
Yeah.
They're actually the closest person to what I think myself. Like I think when I'm to do better,
yeah. Now he actually welcomed me in Fully.
Yeah.
I remember where there was a place called the Glass House.
Yeah.
The Glass House was like a barber shop.
Yeah, bro.
And he was one of the people who was like
very welcoming. He makes sure, bro, to the detail, bro. Like so, as I was saying, but I was supposed to work with. Actually, I was supposed to work with the Broke Boys. Yeah, doing this other a community. I was supposed to cater there. I didn't. I don't think that maybe years or, but in the yokupheka kwami bingekabi into endiyaziyo kuba okay lo ChefSkizzy sayikhila ngale way like this is how I'm gonna show my creativity through this cooking thing. Yeah, but I was not sure, but I got a call from Upino. Shout out Upino. He's actually from a king, yeah, bro. I'm like, but he's more closer than Upes than me. But yeah, Upino and Bambe, like, like say, man, we need you to help us in this event. We're trying to sell stuff or whatever. But yeah, other than that, it didn't work out. But that's quite the spanner. But I got the experience of my life, dog, in a way. I got VIP access. I had drinks, young in the Imnan. So I think that's when I started to realize, hey, shit, do you know where you at? Like the standard and the level of things, man. Like the treatment. I'm like, yo, shit. So if you can continue to do this and take it seriously, you can get more of this. You know, hence now I don't go out. Buy your VIP and pull me in the labels. So it's like Zindu Zinjalo, my brother. Like that shaped my career. Yeah. So I'm grateful to those guys. So
I wanna ask you two more questions before we wrap up.
Yeah.
What's that one thing that you always hear about yourself that is not true? And what's that one thing that people don't know about you that you would love them to know?
Yeah,
I think this question, I love it so much because it clears the air. It's like it's your opportunity to clear the air. That one thing that people you'd hear from people saying about you and it's not true, and then that one thing that you would want people to know that they don't know.
Okay, in the into anything about
something like that, like even if
it's like this
something
thing
that's not true.
Okay, is this thing about and the ads and the phone? Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. Like, cause bruh, like how can I put this? And
yeah.
Action speak more louder than words. Yeah. Because okay. Dot fun. In the man I'm saying I was in the streets for 10 years.
Yeah.
Doing drugs.
Yeah.
And getting to bad shit.
Yeah.
And nobody knows that. Like nobody knows that. Like I was in the streets, like so ilingo iringas iphuma kulo way because sidani kwazi uringa just because the past 10 years of my life I don't really remember much what happened. The only thing I remember is that I had a kid, but the other shit I don't remember. So in a way I'm still a kid. So I'm still like 21 because when you say straight away phezu kwetouch nabafowethu ubone seposini yilo nto uline phezu kwetouch ini. So that was what was happening. So a lot of people don't know that side of me, and I was always scared about coming out as a chef, if it's gonna affect it or whatever. But I'm like, nah. Hence, I wanna be myself, bro. Like, I don't wanna perfect anything. I know there's gonna be corporate stuff or whatever. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, then it's cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you think I'm not good for your brand, then it's all good, bro. But I think abantu abangayaziyo like Estrada. Like Estrada. Like I think people don't know, even my family, some other side of my family, like don't know that I've been putting my mother through the most, bro. Like she actually sent me a message not so long ago. Like she said, like I'll show you the message. Like I suffocated for 10 years. Like ebelila, bro. Now and then. Like besithi ngiphume endlini, ndibuye endlini. Khona ilali lapha ecangwe pha kuthi ebhisho kuthiwa kwatyutyi. Athi anibhalele note, bro, because she got to a point that she couldn't even speak to me. She would write a note, bro, because xa ithethayo ibivele ibe too much ukubona. Athi bana, I can tell from your shoes that you are coming from QQ. Spelling English. That's how that's how I'm thinking about it sounded. I can tell from your shoes that because QQ kugrabile.
Yeah.
Abe Aisha kukuyithaya bom. So xa umasha elale, xa umasha ina ziyajamba. Say so abantu babe ngale line, but say man. I can tell from your shoe that you're coming from QQ. Stop smoking drugs, masoka and shit like that, and whatever. I'm like, yeah, bro. So, and more and the born like as I remember, doing touch and Europe. Yeah, so I was one of those guys, bro, and shit like that. But yeah, bro. So I don't think a lot of people know about that. Yeah, bro, that's and I think like and yes, bro, but like yeah, man, I think that's what got me into the music, which is I think is something that I need to. Some of the things that went through on like 10 years is gonna come up on the stand-up, but I'll also a lot of it to reference my wife, so which means I need to get married first so that ipartner yami and means nje ebe ngumuntu osemoyeni, because I need to reference that as a strong point. So yeah, bro. So I think abantu abangayaziyo the street life, bro. Like, yeah, man.
That's powerful, man. Yeah, because like not a lot of people are willing to be able to express the darker side of their lives,
bro. Most definitely.
And it kind of like eats them inside until the last day. And for me, I'm like that one person who's always humble enough to try and put myself in someone's shoes and trying to understand their point of view, and not be quick to judge or pretend that I'm a better person. Because like I've heard friends that have been on drugs, and at that time I thought it's this thing that's the thing that it's going around the cast. But but when I saw a guy change in front of my eyes, changing and stopping that shit and becoming someone, and I was like, damn, there's so much that we can do in the community to try and derive the direction to a greater space than the darker side of things. I understand.
Most definitely.
So like for you, we're about to wrap up now.
Okay, cool.
I think we are.
But
for you, like, what kind of message would you push into the community in terms of that experience in life? Because a lot of people only see it in a movie perspective, which may not be 100% true, and only see it on the outside perspective.
I feel you.
The reason why I say on the outside perspective is because once I've been in a situation whereby I'm in the same room with people who are doing itik live like, and I see the energy. The energy is different. They're living a different life.
Yeah,
I understand.
Back when you're down,
different. You understand. When you are outside, you'll never understand.
You'll never.
Yeah, understand.
You'll
Yeah,
never.
understand.
And the crazy thing, if you wanna understand, you can never go back.
Yeah.
And you'll be hurt for the rest of your life.
Wow.
And it will hit you hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nabra, what I would say to people is that whatever you're going through, just make sure that you see the light on the other side. Because for me, bendiphez kwetaj like for the past 10 to 11 years, but I managed to become a graduate. And kula 10 years, bendi drop out twice, ndaspana. So I had other lives even before ChefSkizzy, even before Miss High School. High school I was Boogalove, as I said, like.
Yeah.
So it's like I've had all these experiences, and I took everything that I went through in life. Ndayidibanisa ndayenza into eyi-one. That okay. Kuzawuphuma lo mjida. ChefSkizzy, awenje ChefSkizzy uzawuphuma. Ndizawuba netrarha, ndizawuba nento, ndizawuba netrarha, ndizawuba nomjida ogran. I'm gonna take all those energies and put into one and present this thing. And it just happened by bekukutya, bro. So what I'm trying to say that, and shout out to like to Natasha, man, at Capsicum. I don't know how I graduated. Like I didn't see myself as a graduate anymore. Like there's on the basis sugile. But when you know, when you call someone and you ask something and they give you that positive energy, but no, it's fine, you can still do it. I was supposed to graduate 2021, bro. But okay, because of life in Izindo, it had to be, see, being 2023, kubon, when I'm 30. Kubon. So if you're not 27, even if you're not 45, even if you're not 70, bro, you can be anything that you want to be. You can change your life. Fakula namazinyo, fakula nenye, bro. Like, life is, they making life easy. Just make sure that you get your things done. Put yourself first, bruh, before anyone. If you take care of yourself, it's gonna be easy to take care of the next person, bruh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I feel like, bruh, like focus on yourself, pay attention to yourself, deal with yourself. Like if you're feeling shitty about something, understand by ndona kwenza uvela hlobo. Utheni uzofeel some type of way and deal with yourself. Then it's easy. Kawuzazi bro, kulula uba outside. So I'm still figuring my shit out. Ndizawuyaphi ngaphandle. Mna xa ngaphandle funa caca uba ngaphandle because I take care of myself and ndithatha serious. Like nah, bro. I'm not a general guy.
Yeah.
And if we general, if we go event, I need to be part of the event, working at the event. Okanye sipha phezulu emagqabini.
Business lounge.
Business lounge. Like we don't have time for like a common. One thing I want to say also to people is that if you think uyabalekela uzamuline yabo and ulapha at the bottom, you uyanyiwa at top. Worse if ungifana kanyiwa up, worse up. And the top, bruh, is not having money, being rich. The top is you taking care of your shit and you being good and being able to deliver when you need to deliver. Schedules, don't. It's not about being rich or whatever. The top is meeting the deadlines and whatever. Ngoku mhlambi uvela choose must record or whatever. Xa recorda notira ngothrimela ube pha. It happens like that. I don't know, but like shit like that, bro. You only need a schedule. That's why those guys have managers and shit like that. So what I'm trying to say is that Tedangade is creative. Everything that I talk about, I talk like as creative. Like at top, it's worse than I want to put on Gulula because you can get away with shit. You can't. That's where I wanna be, bro. That's what I wanna. That's what I wanna maintain. And it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to suffer and make sure that I'm here and then push my thing. I think everyone should do that. That's my advice to people, bro. Like, do the groundwork.
Yeah.
Do that show that that you're not gonna get paid for until you feel like coffee. Come rate. Like you get me? Go to the shows. Was wrong, Barney? Once you do the dopest, ask Quasi.
Yeah.
You play a guitar squad. Which show have you booked? It be reference. I'm not in a video that's out, but you want us to stream your shit. No.
Yeah.
To the top. I think Usim said it. Simulation Raps. Shout out to because I love one of his songs, Lady Kitchen, and I think producing Rosco. Kubo Rosco from Amachita the Broke. And you can feel the energy, but hence I fucks with the songs with Roscoe's energy when it comes to production.
Yeah.
The songs, the E.T. Kitchen. And Usim was in an interview, no, I think not sleek but these guys. What umchita is an endonayo. Now mnyaze an endonayo. Stibani saying pum anyway. You get my point? So it's like I feel like it's about that, but work hard to the point that you get your 10K streams because other guys we get like 10,000 or 10,000 or thousands. Let's say come with 1,000. I will come with my 1,000 because ngoku ndenzela wena if ku0 usebenzisa noba ubani uthini kanti lena ifuneka kube yinika but I'm just talking about umculo. But of course with life is different. Even is a netapile bra istapile nyama siyatya kumnandi. So I feel like bra, like make sure that you have something to offer. Don't offer yourself.
That's powerful, man. That's really powerful. And I feel like a lot of people could learn from that because we have different challenges that we face, especially creatives, and it's not easy to navigate, is it? And there's an illusion out there, especially to the younger kids coming up, that it's easy. I can be that. I aspire to be that, and I see myself as that. And it's always like everyday work. The decisions that you make every day to make sure that you arrive where you are. And I was sharing a picture of one of my friends shared a picture of us back in I think 2013 or so. Like we were very young. And we were laughing at this. Each and every one of us were like conversating on our DMs. Like, say you own this one owns that, and then the other one is owning that. And like at that time when we were doing that, like people thought we were like business, like everything came into existence. I understand. So I really respect you, bro, and
bro.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate your energy that you brought into the couch, and I hope a lot of people will understand why I'm always crucial about who I bring on the couch, and why someone has to deserve to be on the couch. You understand? Because like we need to have substance. We need to have something that's gonna change someo's life. I understand. I can't be here and just asking you, hey, Plangoma, for me, I have to have some sort of substance.
And also for me, bro, like you see where I come from, bro. We suffer a lot because of government officials that, as creatives, we get like in Mondo Z2. Drown, bro. As well as the drug and there isn't those emotion. It's because of there's no resources for anything as for a creative. The man is arts and cultures, bro. Like I would really appreciate them to be able to do something back home. So the Indians are back up. There's probably like 100, no, if not thousands, people just like me back home that are as what people think is cool, or they have the same potential that I have to be able to sit on this platform. But those guys, they're getting caught up in using this wrong. So I'm representing a lot of Amajita and saying to the homies and Abosisa back home, like the ladies back home or women back home, this thing is possible, bro. Like, because I'm going to Cape Town. So I'm here to make sure that when I go back home, I can bring change, bro. Because there's a lot, we suffer a lot in Eastern Cape, right? And it's like it's becoming worse. That's the crazy thing, right? It's like even in Cape Town, but have you seen a high rate of it's so crazy, bro. Like like it's so bad, bro. So it's like just to help bro. Having less homeless people in the streets, simple, bro. So it's like, bro, I'm representing a lot of people in the lab, bro. And like I want to show them, if you can maybe just shift into the things can actually turn out good, bruh. So I'm representing a lot of people, bruh.
Yeah.
And I hope this changes their perspective or whatever of life.
Yeah.
And when they see me here, they're gonna say that, yeah, I was kibet, this killash.
shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, and all the best for your future plans. And yeah, next time when I see you, it's gonna be like, talk to my man. You already talk to my man.
So, bro, like one thing I also want to mention, a quick one. I'm shooting a Lenuga, bro. A cooking show, Breadwinners, which is coming out. See, shooting Leno. I already showed the episode, the Plaza and Cairo, CPT. Guys, giving like so yeah, bro. So it's like I'm talking
about managers when I don't know.
Oh yeah, so I have my cousin Nolu. Shout out to you, Nolu. Gang. About Utwin. So Utwin, we relatives anyway. So other twin bana. I bought a video Kamlana on TikTok. I made but you are born online though. Cause I'm trying to make her like some sort of my manager in a way. Because she's very good with his way.
Yeah.
When I'm serious man, I go rocking the daisies and shit. So I'm like, that's wrong. I born a video Kamlana, pad or whatever online. Man, this thing is gonna affect your brand, So now I'm a thing, but so now I'm sending a message to the guys, the production team. But yeah, chance manager him. So like, I don't think I will ever be like that character.
Yeah.
Because Unol is my cousin, so I can nigga energy different than me treating me as a cousin. And I don't think I'll ever like be that guy, bro. Even now when we with games. Slam game nights, Buchanan Square Park Art, recreations. Then get up, chef, but that chef is in the building. You're my yen and overwhelmed. Famous chef, and they're hugging my hand. Now that I'm thinking about it, you know, by being I think too much when you're bound, I think they're about pork, but I'm like, we need to make sure this shit happens because we spend money here to make sure that we sell food and whatever. Look at business, but base because base takes over when I'm not around. And like he's still learning his way into food and whatever. So my thing is like, no, chef.
We need to wrap up. Like, we've exceeded the time so much. Chef, guys. Yeah. Otherwise, shout out again, man. Shout out.
This is one thing. Last one.
Okay.
Bro, I feel like I'm very grateful, bro, and honored. Like this platform that I'm in now, I understand by Intonikum and I understand by Intoni. Most people might think maybe by you, but to be able to sit on the same couch to sit on the same couch, to sit on the same couch, I'm just hoping that I can bring more people to come and sit on this couch and actually do have an experience about what reality is. And but I'm grateful, bro. Like peace and like there's a lot, but I think I need to come for a second one. Maybe at a different stage of life or whatever. Bro, like I'm grateful, bro, to be here. I'm honored. Like I'm not taking this. We planned this for very long. We did when I see a back and forth. Like I'm grateful that the enzek. Brandy budgeted the way. Like you mean this serious? I took this shit very serious, bro. It's gonna change my life and it's gonna do good for me. I'm grateful. Shout
out, man. No, I appreciate that, man. As long as we can play a role in the community, that's what we're all about. The Gus Mayhem TV, the slogan, we got this all the time, man. We make sure that we impact people's lives in a great and inspiring way. And shout out to everyone who has subscribed. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Don't forget, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Like the videos, share them, tell everyone that there is Ikasi Mayhem TV, there is a Black Couch podcast. And shout out to everyone, man, the Mayhammers, my people. I love you so much. Shout out to every subscriber that is outside of the country, UK, New York, Mexico City. Shout out to guys who are in Berlin, Germany. Shout out to you guys. Make sure when you get to Cape Town, taste this guy's food. Taste this guy's food. And shout out to AfriFood Links. Shout out to Ikeja, man. Shout out to Ikeja for making sure that we're bringing you nothing but the best content. Shout out to my team. Miss you, Lisa. Miss you, Babalwa. Shout out to Ogza who did some hiking last week. Shout out to Ganzido. Miss you, bro. Shout out to Mfundo Mbali, Minister of Magwinya. Eshman. I am hella, y'all. And shout out to everyone, man. And everyone that I forgot. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I can't call everyone. But shout out to everyone, man. It's your boy Coffee. I'm out here in Cape Town and Kugulete, Barcelona, Matito Mengla, in Nepal, South Africa, man. We out.